Later on, I can fob him off with a story, no problem. But him? What are we going to do about him?
Later on, when it's dark, we'll take him to some secret place and bury him.
Yes, I guess we could do that. I don't suppose he's got any relatives going to come poking around looking for him, but... You know me. Sometimes bright ideas just pop into me head, and I keep thinking, seems a downright shame.
Shame?
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice plump frame. What's his name has, nor it can't be traced. Business needs a lift, debts to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift, if you get my drift. No? Seems an awful waste. I mean, with the price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it.
Oh.
Good you got it. Take for instance Mrs Mooney and her pie shop. Business never better using only pussycat on toast. And a pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most. And I'm sure they can't compare as far as taste.
Mrs Lovett, you're a bloody wonder, evidently practical and yet a crotty as always. Mrs Lovett, how I live in magic all these years, I never know. How delectable!
Lots of other gentlemen will soon be coming for a shave.
How choice, how rare, for what's the sound of the world out there?
What, Mr Todd, what is that sound?
Those crunching noises pervading the air.
Yes, Mr Todd, yes, all around.
It's man devouring man, my dear. And who are we to deny it in here? These are desperate times, Mrs Lovett, and desperate measures are called for.
Here we are, hot out of the oven.
What is that?
It's priest. Try a little priest.
Is it really good?
Sir, it's too good, at least. Then again, they don't come in sins of the flesh, so it's pretty fresh.
Awful lot of fat.
Only where it's at.
Haven't you got poet or something like that?
No, you see, the trouble with poet is, how do you know it's deceased? Try the priest.
Heavenly. Not as hearty as bishop perhaps, but not as bland as curate either.
Good for business too. Always leaves you wanting more. Trouble is, we only get it on Sundays. Lawyer's rather nice.
If it's for a price.
Order something else though to follow, since no one should swallow it twice.
Anything that's lean?
Well then, if you're British and loyal, you might enjoy Royal Marine. Anyway, it's clean, though of course it tastes of wherever it's been.
Is that squire on the fire?
Mercy no sir, look closer, you'll notice it's grosser.
Looks thicker, more like thicker.
No, it has to be grosser, it's green.
The history of the world, my love.
Save a lot of graves to a lot of relatives' favours.
Is those below serving those up above?
Everybody shaves, so there should be plenty of flavours.
How gratifying for once to know that those above will serve those down below.
Now then, what have I got over here? I've got tinker.
Something pinker.
Tailor.
Paler.
Butler.
Sutler.
Potter.
Hotter.
Locksmith. Lovely clerk.
Maybe for a lark.
Then again the sweep if you like it cheap and you want it dark. Try the financier, peak of his career.
That looks pretty rank.
Well, he drank, it's a bank cashier. Never really sold. Maybe it was old.
Have you any beadle?
Next week, so I'm told. Beadle isn't bad till you smell it and notice how well it's been greased. Stick to priest. Now then, This one might be a little bit stringy, but then again, it's fiddle player.
No, this isn't fiddle player. It's piccolo player.
How can you tell?
It's piping hot.
Then blow on it first.
The history of the world, my sweet.
Oh, Mr. Todd, what does it tell?
Is who gets eaten and who gets to eat.
And Mr. Todd, who gets to sell.
But fortunately, it's also clear that everybody goes down well with beef.
Well then, if Royal Marine doesn't appeal to you, how about Rear Admiral?
Too salty. I prefer General.
With or without his privates. With his extra.
What is that?
It's fob. Finest in the shop. Or we've got some shepherd's pie peppered with actual shepherd on top. And I've just begun. There's a politician so oily, it's served with a doily. Not one.
Put it on a bun. Well, you never know if it's going to run.
Try the fryer, fried is drier.
No, the clergy is really too coarse and too mealy.
Then actor, that's compactor.
Yes, and always a rise overdone. Come again when you have judge on the menu.
True, we don't have judge yet, but I've got something you might like even better.
What's that?
Executioner.
Ha ha! Have charity toward the world, my pet.
Yes, I know, my love.
We'll take the customers that we couldn't get.
Highborn and low, my love.
We'll not discriminate great from small. No, we'll serve anyone,
Meaning anyone,
and to anyone at all.